and gentlemen, I am the Media Prince, and I have the pleasure of speaking to the multi-talented actress, author, podcaster, YouTuber, mom, and the new queen of Christmas, the Jennifer Freeman. How are you? How? Yes. I am doing pretty good. Of course, due to pandemic, we have to do this new thing virtual, but I'm still excited to be on the other side of you, Queen. Yes, 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 and you don't have to get fully dressed from down under, just from the neck up. So, the new, I just deemed you. You're the new queen of Christmas. You have three back-to-back movies coming out for the holiday season. We have Beaus of Holly, The Business of Christmas, and The Christmas Kiss. First of all, congratulations. How does that feel? This is about yeah. Correct. Right. Yeah. Yes. I love it. I love it. Now, I say as an actress, you are a vessel, so you get to live out stories that are happening to people all over with the holiday times. So you have three Christmas movies, and of course, three different Christmas scenarios. How was it able to adjust to all the Christmas, like the different Christmas things, and what was that process like stepping into those roles?
she's not all made up and whatever. So anyway, it's a love story. We're the friends that are encouraging her to go for it and, helping her because she's really a good person. So it's kind of like a little twist on Cinderella, So I have another movie that came out last week on BET Plus as well, and that was called The Business of Christmas. And so that movie, Daphne Reed, who was the mom on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, she played my mom. And so that was really exciting for me because I grew up watching that show, like, many of us. So that was really cool. So that is about a family business. They have a toy store, and something is happening with the toy store, and they're about to lose it, and the kids have to come together and basically help save this toy store. They all have like their busy lives, and there's like a health scare and all this stuff. So it's really about family, coming together and what's really important in life. So I really love the message of that. And then the Beaus of Holly, which comes out this Saturday on Ion Television at 6/7 Central. Beaus of Holly is about Holly. I play Holly. She is kind of like a type A personality, always has to plan everything. Like, she has the next 5 years planned out, okay? So she has no time to waste. She owns a greeting card store. She has dreams, goals. She's trying to make it happen. So she says, well, I'm going to propose to my boyfriend because this needs to happen right now. Continue on with the plans. And so she thinks he's going to say yes, right? It's like not a thought that he wouldn't. And so she plans out this engagement trip for them after. And it's planned like down to the second, right? So she didn't really take into account of him saying no. So she still, she proposes, he says no, and then she still has to go on the trip anyway. And so the tour guide who is, taking her on the tour for the next few days, she ends up, falling in love. And so it ends up being a really great trip and experience. And the planner, she finds love when she's not, planning. So they're all very different, which is awesome. So it was so fun because it was like, oh my God, they're all so different, but they're all Christmas movies. So you will definitely feel the warmth and the holiday spirit. They'll definitely put a smile on your face.
I love it.
They're all different.
I love it. And you mentioned working with Daphne Reed, who was a part of a cult classic, but you yourself have been a part of 2 cult classics that we know and love, My Wife and Kids, and You Got Served. I always do that. How does it feel to know that you are in households everywhere? Like, people love you guys. Like, one memory that's always embedded in my brain of you, it's on My Wife and Kids. It's the episode where you, Tisha Campbell, and the young lady that played your little sister, you guys were in a bar, and Tisha Campbell, you guys were singing, you guys were dressed up like the Supremes, and every time you guys would try to sing, Tisha would be so upset, like, this is my show. But it's moments like that you have been able to help captivate audiences, help raise people. People were you, and you've been a part of 2 moments. How does that feel?
I mean, no one's ever asked me in that way. That's amazing. I mean, it feels special. I mean, I think I hadn't really thought about it in that sense, but I just love, I love to make people happy. I think that, like you said, we're a vessel, and I really believe that. I believe that I'm, my whole story of how I got into this industry is divine. I was in a grocery store with my mom, who was a nurse. No one in my family acts or is artistic in any type of capacity. And this manager came up to my mom when I was 9 and was like, hey, like, you should be acting, and would you consider that? So saying that, I feel like like has taken this turn of like, it's something I really love to do, but I feel like it's just so purposeful. Like I just love bringing joy to people and making people laugh. Laughter is the best medicine, and I think that that's just something that it makes me happy to hear that I've been able to do that in my career. So.
I love it. I love it. And again, till this day, you are people's sister, you're people's daughter, but you actually happen to have your own daughter. How is it balancing being a mom and still being able to live your craft?
Wow. I think my perspective, when you're like a first time mom, you're like, oh, I have to do this and I have to read the books and I have to do this, and then life happens, And I think the especially raising a little girl, I want her to see her mom happy. I want her to see her mom fulfilled. I want her to see her mom living in her truth and just living her best life and really going after her dreams and making it happen. So even if I wasn't acting, whatever capacity, whatever I was doing, that's really, you're really setting the example for them. So that's, I really just, focused on that. And I think that, she gets to see her mom happy. And
I love it.
And I'm the best mom that I can be when I'm really doing that.
I love it. I love it. Does she understand that her mom is the Jennifer Freeman?
These kids, this mom, that's it. They're like, what? Well, what's funny is like when she started getting a little bit older, like she really could care less about acting, like watching me or anything. But when people would come up to me and start saying Claire Kyle, she was like, your name is not Claire. She like really didn't get it. She's like, why do they keep calling you Claire? Your name is Jennifer, So I think that's funny.
I love it.
She still doesn't really, get it or care at all.
I love it. I love it. Now, with your craft, you've been able to expand in so many different areas, from podcasting to author. You now are diving into the world of YouTube. How is that experience for you, and what are you learning about yourself as a YouTuber?
I learned that this YouTube stuff is kind of hard to come up with these ideas. But I think it's fun. In acting, you play a character, right? You get to, tell stories, other people's words. And so I feel like with YouTube and with podcasts, it's really, it's hard sometimes because you're really being vulnerable in a different way because you're really being yourself, and you're like, well, I don't know if people are going to like it or not like it. So, but I think it's just another level for me, of confidence and not really caring and just doing what I want to do, right?
Gotcha.
And that's something that I'm trying to teach my daughter in this social media age of, you really just, you do what you want to do. Like, you want to, post a picture, you want to do a video, you want to try this, whatever, but it's not letting other people's opinions or criticism, or if they like it or if they don't like it, you like put out into the world what you want to put out there, and then, and that's just what it is. So I think that that's something that I've learned on another level. With all of the social media stuff. So,
right.
So it's been fun. It's been a fun journey. It's been fun to be creative. I think, being in the pandemic and shut down, and just this year, I think is made me want to expand on what being a creative is.
Right.
So that's where the YouTube and the podcast and all those things, I'm like, well, what else can I do? What else do I want to do? And really just trying things and not being afraid. So.
And I'm glad. I was going to ask you that. What's next for you? But I like that you answered that. You're just in a season of just trying things. You're creative, and everything you put your mind to, you can actually do it.
I'm seeing that. So I have a podcast that I'm going to launch early early next year called the Be Free podcast.
I love
It's
it.
just about, yeah, about being free. I want to know other people's stories about being free and talking about it, men and women. And so I have that. I'm producing a movie, and so I'm really excited about that. So
Okay, Black Girl Magic. Okay.
Yes, and hopefully I'll be writing another book. That's something that I want to do, and I want to really do a comedy, another TV show, a comedy. So we'll see. I think that this year ended in a really great way, in a sense, and so I'm really optimistic about I obviously I don't want to be insensitive to like what's going on right now, right? But I think it's really great to be able to shift the focus, and just focus on what I can control.
Correct.
And so, and I'm an artist and I'm a vessel, so I want to, do the podcast, put stories out. We're going to do, Zooms just like this and talk to people and help people and put just resources and content that make people smile or, just put stuff out into the world that's good, man.
And I think that's going to be a testament to why you'll continue to win, because your sole purpose beyond your passion is just to help people. And that doesn't go unnoticed. So before I let you go, I want to play a Christmas game with you, Miss New Queen of Christmas. And I just want to see, where your head is for the Christmas. Okay? So, here we go. Christmas Day or Christmas Eve?
Ooh, Christmas Eve.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. Snowman or reindeer?
Snowman.
Okay. Give presents or receive presents?
Oh, give presents. I love giving presents and seeing people get surprised or,
yes.
Or touch their heart or something,
Gotcha.
So cool.
Christmas carols or Christmas songs?
Christmas songs.
Real tree or fake tree?
Real tree.
Okay.
I like the Christmas smell.
Okay. White lights or multicolored lights?
White lights. White, silver, gold. Those are the colors.
Okay. Last question. Angel or star on the tree?
Star.
Oh, well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This was the Jennifer Freeman. I just want to thank you so much for talking with me, and I wish you much success. And I am so happy for all the things that you have going for yourself. And thank you for continuing to use your craft to push and promote others and to allow us to just feel good, be free. And I can't wait to tune into this podcast, and I will be subscribing on YouTube. So this was an honor, and I thank you so much.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.